welcome to PNN for May 28th, 1999. I'm Tina Shelby.
Who the heck writes these scripts? Anyways, I'm Matthew Cunningham. On today's show, we have a lot of great things in store for you. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm sure we have them.
Actually, on today's show, we have a peek at MHS Choir Concert, check in with Michelle Yoromovich to see what's up with sports, and pay tribute to Owen Hart. And this week, we might actually play Robert Perez's entire segment.
Why doesn't someone tell me when the show is going to be decent and it's not going to stink? Okay, I'm the anchor. I should know these things.
Moving right along, if you missed last night, the MHS Choir put on an awesome show. The concert was one of patriotism and national pride. It included selected patriotic songs, a melody from Aladdin, and lots more. All I have to say, the lighting was awesome, the performance was awesome, the sing-along, so-so. But Mr. Emick had this to say.
And in all humility, the students did a spectacular job. I'm very proud of our seniors who are graduating and going on after 4 years of being with me and with the rest of the choral department. They really sang very, very well last night. They danced spectacularly, and the whole show with the lights and everything just was very, very pleasant to watch. I enjoyed the show myself. I'm sorry a lot of you didn't come. I hope next time that we have a choir concert, I'd like to invite all of you to come and share some of the fantastic things that happened in the choral department at Maryville High School.
Ever had a band music move you deeply? Well, this week Shannon Peters takes a look at a group called Sad Hannah.
Hi, I'm Shannon from WMHS Pirate Radio. Once in a while, a band comes along whose music is moving enough to make the average listener think and to shed light in the dark corners of our souls. And the harder you think about the music, the more you realize that music is more than just entertainment. It's a way to teach, a way to touch, and a way to bring people together for a common cause. The band Sad Hannah was formed in 1997 by Charles Barman, Kurt Schreiber, and John Anderson. They were all age 15 at the time. They started like any other small band, playing in small places in Northwest Indiana for pizza and pop. But soon their talent brought them to the Chicago area, playing small clubs and festivals. This summer, in June, they will also travel to Yokohama, Japan to play there. The band also champions the cause. They're very heavy believers in the Tibetan freedom movement. They believe that the religious persecution going on in Tibet is a grave injustice. They've written several songs on the subject and have also played many Tibet rallies. And some of the proceeds from their t-shirts also go to a Tibet fund. Their album, 1959, is a collection of original alternative songs dealing with the subjects of Tibet, growing up, and life as a teenager. If you like music like the Verve Pipe's Freshman, mellow, meaningful songs, you might like the CD, and I highly recommend it. The group is very talented, and their hearts are definitely in the right place. For CD information, product information, and more information about the Tibetan freedom movement, check out their webpage at www.sadhannah.com. For PNN, I'm Shannon Peterson.
Time for a break. When we get back, we'll check in with Michelle Yoromovich for the sports update.
We'll see you in 60.
There's this thing going around called sniffing. You think you're getting high, but the dizzy, fuzzy feeling is just what happens when your brain doesn't get oxygen. The chemicals get in the way. So it's like you're not breathing. That's how sniffing causes brain damage and death. So when you think you're sniffing, your brain thinks you're drowning. And your brain is pretty much right.
Welcome back. We missed you so much.
We were gone for 60 seconds. How could you have possibly missed them?
Well, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Now, Michelle's here to give you your weekly sports update.
Hi, and welcome to the locker room for all Maryville sports info. I'm Michelle Yoromovich. In past years, the spring sports season has been dominated by trips to state for baseball and titles for softball. But this year, both the girls' tennis team and the girls' track and field have stepped into greatness. On Tuesday, the girls' track team captured the regional championship with just a 1-point victory. Once again, it was a well-rounded team effort that pushed the Lady Pirates to their first regional title. The only first-place finish was Katie Dyer in the 300 hurdles. Second-place finishers for the regional champs was Dyer in the 100 hurdles, Jessica Gray in the high jump, and of course Maria Toledo in the 1600. The girls traveled to Indianapolis next Saturday for a shot at the state title. On Wednesday, the girls' tennis team continued regional play at Portage on the previous day. The ladies revenged a regular season loss to Michigan City with victories by Amanda Valls and the always dependable doubles teams of Deanie Stath, Danielle Moore, and Kim Lux, Janice Marler. The Lady Pirates wrapped up the regional title on Wednesday with a 4-1 victory over Valparaiso. Christina Gross and Blythe Bertolo were both winners in singles play. Meanwhile, the doubles team continued their dominance as the girls will move on to semi-state Saturday at Portage. The boys' baseball team had a big victory over Bishop Knoll Wednesday. The final was 12-2 as the Pirates chalked up 15 hits. Dave Everett got the victory as he helped his own cause with 4 hits and 3 RBIs. Sam Nuzzo had 3 hits and 3 runs scored, while Jeff O'Keefe added 2 doubles. The guys start sectional play Monday. And that's all for the locker room. I'm Michelle Romovich.
Thanks, Michelle. So, how many of you moviegoers are looking for a good summer flick to see? Well, I've done a little research and found if you see one movie this year, make it Star Wars. But if you see 2, make it Austin Powers, The Spy That Shagged Me. Not me personally, but...
Are you kidding, baby? I put the gar in Swinger, baby, yeah!
Austin Powers
Crazy, baby, yeah!
is back
Yeah, baby, yeah!
with the help of the beautiful Felicity Shagwell.
How does that feel, baby?
Lower.
How does that feel, baby?
In a thrilling adventure of intrigue, treachery, and love. But Dr. Evil is back, and more evil than ever.
Gonna cry, huh? Oh, yeah. I'm going to go back to the 60s and steal Austin Powers' Mojo. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to travel through time. I bid you adieu.
A bombshell with a secret. Robin Swallows.
Swallows. That's an interesting name.
Maiden name's Spitz.
Well, which is it, baby? Spits or swallows?
Dr. Evil, we began a program to clone you. He is exactly like you in every way. 1/8 your size.
I shall call him Mini-Me.
Mini-Me. Something small, something deadly. Mike Myers. Mike Myers.
What are you, some kind of freak? You mother...
Heather Graham.
Move over, Rover. This chick is taking over.
And Mike Myers
Surprise! Surprise!
in the biggest Austin Powers adventure yet. Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me.
Great plan, Einstein.
All right, zip it.
You can't... Zip. It's simple.
Subtitle, zip it.
From... This... You know...
Oh, that seems like an awesome movie. I'll have to go check it out. Right after break, we'll have Robert Perez and Josh Harbaught's tribute to Owen Hart.
We'll be right back.
Each day, Maria is cast out upon the land.
You don't want to try to run?
I don't want to do it.
It can be a dangerous land, and she carries no weapon, only the shield of self-respect. Tyrants tempt her with forbidden offerings, but she rejects their advances.
Look, I said no, man.
And when she returns from her journey, she is one day stronger, one day wiser, one day freer.
Years ago, a battle was fought and an empire was destroyed. Now, the saga will continue.
You were expecting someone else?
If you see only one movie this summer, see Star Wars. But if you see two movies, see Austin Powers.
That's right, Mr. Bigglesworth. We're back.
Oh, behave. The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Hello, help me with the chair, please. All I wanted was a frickin' rotating chair.
Throw me a bone here, people.
Owen Hart, a wrestling legend in his own time. Here's Josh Harbath with a heartwarming tribute.
Hi, and welcome to a special edition of the Pro Wrestling Review. This week, I'm not going to act like an idiot just to make you laugh. This is 100% serious here, folks. And this week's edition is dedicated to a very special person. As most of you know, because news tends to travel like wildfire around here, WWF wrestler Owen Hart passed away Sunday in a freak accident at the WWF's Over the Edge pay-per-view. He was scheduled to make a superhero-like entrance as the Blue Blazer, but something went wrong with his harness. He then plunged 60 feet to his death. Owen Hart was a very special human being. He leaves behind a wife, Martha, a son, Oj, and a daughter, Athea. To explain myself better, here's a special video look at Owen Hart. And teachers, please, sometime during the day, take a moment of silence with the students. Not just for Owen Hart, but for all the tragedies that have been taking place here in 1999. Let's take a look at the video.
There are no words that can express the profound sorrow felt today by so many of us who knew and loved this very special human being. Fans throughout the world shared a small portion of Owen's life through his various ring personas, but to know Owen Hart, the human being, was pure joy. Owen loved this business and loved to entertain both in it and out of the ring. He was a consummate performer and a legendary prankster. In the extended family of professional wrestlers, respect does not come easily and is not taken lightly. Owen Hart had that respect. He was more than just one of the boys. Owen Hart was a friend and a brother to all. Our locker room and our lives will never, ever be the same again. A loving son, brother, uncle, husband, and father. Owen is survived by his wife Martha, his son Oj, and daughter Athena. Our prayers go out to them, the entire Hart family, with heavy hearts and the deepest of sympathies for his family. We say goodbye. If the legacy of a man's life is measured by the lives he's touched and how much he is loved, then a big piece of Owen Hart will live on in all of us.
You all know him and love him. With the last episode of What's Your Beef for this year, here's Robert Perez.
Hello, Maryville, and welcome to the season finale of What's Your Beef, the only forum where you, the students, can freely voice your concerns and complaints. This week, there is no beef, only a speech to send seniors on their way. It's actually not my speech. It was given to last year's graduates of MIT. It's entitled Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen. If you'd like to hear the original track, it's available on a CD called Something for Everyone. Track 5, I believe. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of '99, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proven by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experiences. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will never understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry knowing that worrying is about as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubble gum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you. Sing. Don't be reckless with other people's with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Remember compliments you receive, and forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters, throw away old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken at your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it in every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but your own living room. Read the directions, even if you don't follow them. Don't read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly. Get to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're the best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but the precious few you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft. Travel. Accept certain unalienable truths. Prices will rise, politicians will philander, you too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Respect your elders. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Maybe you'll have a trust fund, maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse, but you never know when either one will run out. Don't mess too much with your hair, or by the time you're 40, it will look 85. Be careful whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the ugly parts, and recycling it for more than it's worth. But trust me on the sunscreen. For PNN's season finale of What's Your Beef, I'm ex-President Bob, no, I'm not bitter, saying, you're not the only one who makes mistakes, but mistakes are the only thing that you can truly call your own. God bless, have a great summer, and I'll see you back here next fall.
That was inspiring.
Don't you dare start crying. Oh my God. Just go to the final reminders, Tina Shelby.
Okay. Seniors, if you're interested in attending Purdue West Lafayette in the fall and would be interested in part-time work that adjusts to your class schedule, please see Mrs. Hain.
Have you ever noticed that Mrs. Hain does a lot to help seniors out with their schedules and things of that nature?
Yeah, she's really great with that kind of stuff. Thanks
Ms.
Ms. Hain.
If you signed up for the building trades class, you need to be interviewed. Mr. Makoviak will be in room IAM 101 during A lunch and after school until 3:30 p.m. today and next Tuesday. You need to see him.
This is the last week for the MASH program and in the Media Center. Students, take advantage of this great opportunity where you can study for your finals uninterrupted.
Anyways, for those of you lucky enough to go to prom, your pictures are in. They can be picked up in Mrs. Sulich's room after school. On another note, if you need a date for prom next year, I'm available, and I always will be available. Yeah, anyways.
Seniors, if you need more graduation announcements, see Miss Klippel in the main office. She can still fill your orders.
Okay, that just about wraps things up. I'm Matt Cunningham, saying that you should enjoy your chicken nuggets and mac and cheese for lunch today.
And I'm Tina Shelby. Have a great weekend.
They have tried.